Shalom. Once again, I am Bon Shemayim, your neighborhood brew, back with another one. So today's video is going to be the migrants, helping the migrants versus keeping and helping Social Security and the American people. I want y'all to make it to the end of this video if you can, because there's a very specific thing that they say about our people, and I want you to hear it. Shalom.
What's the solution?
I think we ultimately have to shift towards a universal benefit system. That's what true social insurance is. It does not make sense that we are paying the biggest benefits to the highest income earners. So gradually over time, I think we need to bend down the benefits for the middle and upper income earners, actually increase them for the lower income earners. Look at things like indexing retirement age to life expectancy, more accurate inflation index. And I think that workers need an option to have their money in something that actually earns a positive rate of return and that can't just immediately be spent by Congress.
I have a 28 and 29-year-old, two boys, got a job, working hard, paying Social Security. They ask me all the time, Dad, will I ever see any of that money? Will they see it?
I think they will see some of it. That's the exact same thing I hear whenever I ask a group of younger workers, and none of them raises their hand. So I think that there will be something there, but it's not going to be what has been promised.
A migrant family of 4 in New York could get over 20 grand a month in freebies. 500 a night at a hotel, 130 a day for food, and having 2 kids in public school costs us 5 grand a month. We didn't even tack on Mayor Adams' $1,000 cash gift cards, the free health care at the ER, or the free phones and free lawyers, or the $400,000 in free college tuition per dreamer. Meanwhile, taxpayers with jobs in New York pay thousands to live in a closet.
What is really going on here? What's going on here? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing over here? Why are you guys in line here? What the fuck is going on?
TikTok, I'm so sick of these people, including the current president. You're not going to believe this. Actually, yes, you will. Let me show you something. Let me pick myself down to a little guy, because you'll be mad about this. Hotels are making millions of dollars off the migrant crisis in the United States, especially New York. Let me explain, because you won't be mad. The government are paying fancy hotels to house thousands of migrants. But let me break the math down to you. These fancy hotels are no longer open to the public. They are only exclusive for the migrants because the government is paying the hotels to house every single migrant. But wait till you see the math. These are the expensive luxury hotels allegedly by Hilton. These hotels have over 30 floors in them, and they're housing migrants on every floor and closed to the public. But wait till you hear the math. Now you go look on Google. The Row Hotel is closed until further notice. The government told the Row Hotel and all these other luxury hotels that they will pay all the rent to house these migrants in their luxury hotels. The hotels are loving this because it's guaranteed money and it's maximum capacity. These hotel rooms are $200 a night. And with 1,331 rooms, at $200 a night, that is $260,000 a day, $7.2 million per month, per hotel. And the government is guaranteeing these hotels this money to house these migrants, and it's the same government that could care less about black people. TikTok. That's $36 million a month just at these 5 hotels. $36 million a month, but they telling us we can't give reparations, but y'all can give migrants our reparations? Because that's all they're doing is giving them reparations to be here. TikTok, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, because this one blows my mind. That they got all this money for these migrants that they claim they never had, but yet they got $36 million a month for all just these 5 hotels. Just these 5 hotels is $36 million a month to house migrants in these hotels at full capacity. Let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments. I'm pissed.
Legal immigrants will get up to 2 years free rent for new apartments. Cities across the country continue grappling with the influx of illegal immigrants and seek to allocate resources for them. Brunswick, Maine is launching a program to provide legal immigrants with free housing for up to 2 years. Brunswick plans to open 60 new apartments for illegals, with 24 of the units already complete. According to local news stations WCSH-TV, the units are specifically planned for illegals waiting their work permits, a process that can take a year. The program is being led by the Maine State Housing Authority, the news stations reported. According to the news station WGME, the state will help pay for illegal immigrants' rent using funds approved by the state legislature. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow.
While y'all distracted by everything else, I'm watching the news and I'm trying to understand why Congress keeps saying that Social Security is running out and by 2035 we're not going to have enough for everybody. That's not making sense to me. That math not mathing. Because we all are contributing to Social Security. Every time we get a paycheck, they're taking Social Security and Medicare out of our paychecks. So how is it running out? And I don't understand why it's going into a pool, because you already know America don't give everybody their fair share. Honestly, the Social Security that I'm putting in should go into a trust for me. So when I'm 65, I get access to my trust, my money, whatever I put in, whatever work I did from the age of 18 to 65, and the amount of money that I contributed to Social Security, that should go directly to me. It shouldn't go into a pool, and then that money, if I put money into it, and by the time I get to it, it's spent up, I don't get any of it. I think it has to do with the government misallocating funds as usual, taking all of our money, lumping it up into a big bucket, and taking out whatever they want to take out. And then when it comes to actually giving the money back to the citizens and us having money for retirement, they're like, oh no, we don't have enough yet, because y'all done bottomed out the goddamn cash bag, giving money to different countries, putting money up for football stadiums, putting money up for all this other stuff other than helping the American people. I don't understand why Social Security does not go into a specific account for each American person. The same way they know that how much money we owe to the IRS is the same way they know how much money we've contributed to Social Security. And everybody should get their share of whatever they've contributed to Social Security. It should not go into no pool. Like, that doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense that they're saying that we're going to run out of Social Security if they're taking money out of everybody's paychecks every single day. There's no day that they don't take Social Security out of somebody's paycheck.
This is all a scam. I mean, we got people that's getting ready to retire that's going to try to live off $2,000 to $3,000. Impossible. It's impossible. Because what happens, it comes up here, we spend it. We're $35 trillion in debt. We don't have any money. We're dead broke. And then taxpayers have $2 trillion in credit card debt. We are in huge trouble. In this body, we had better start figuring that out, because we're going to have a run on this city here soon, and there's going to be about 150 million people coming up here saying, where's our damn money that we paid in? I could have put my Social Security money 40 years in tax in the market and probably be worth 8 to 10 million today. But the federal government wasted it. So I'll get off my horse there. But it's good that we have this, because we got, I get a pension check from education. I was part of a union. It's not going to help people. People are going to have to work, continue to work longer and longer. Am I right, Ms. Ginger? Can you say something about Social Security and it being taxed for some reason? We're taxing people for the second time on Social Security that they put into an account.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out, when Social Security was first founded, those who established it, it was started out as a 2% tax, and they said this will never take more than 6% of your income. Today it takes 12.4%, and depending on whether you go with CBO or Social Security trustees, it needs to take between 15.8 and 17.5%. So we're talking about thousands of dollars more per year. It also was actually only originally recommended that the tax be up to $66,000, equivalent in today's dollars of earnings. But over time, it has expanded massively, and the money has been spent every year. So whereas everybody thinks this money's been set aside for me, no, for the past 13 years, every dollar that has gone out of workers' paychecks has gone immediately to pay promised benefits. And that's what happens when you have a system that enables those in charge of it to spend the money in the immediate term and leave the buck to the next generation that's coming along. And because Social Security has grown so much, it's actually to the detriment of lower income workers in particular, who have to pay such a large share of their paycheck to Social Security. They have little left to save for retirement. And then lower income and African American workers have the lowest life expectancies. So they are the most likely to get nothing back in return. 1 out of 4 African American men will die between the ages of 45 and 64 after having paid into this system for decades, tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they might get nothing back.
All right, so I want to start at Psalms 37 and 16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. Right? So don't get caught up in what we have in today's time, because the riches of God won't go away. It says, for the alms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and the inheritance shall be forever. See, it can't be taken away. It will be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. Right? So it means that they'll feel separated in this time that we live in this time of evil. And when this famine really kicks in, they'll be okay. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. Shall they consume away, right? So they'll be burned away, because we'll get judged this time by fire, by these nuclear warheads, right? It says the wicked borroweth and payeth not again. That's our government. They take our money, don't expect to see it back. But the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. So understand that they take our money, they abuse us, and I don't want this to trigger people to make what's going on in the UK happen here, where we're going against the migrants. Because let me tell you, when that starts, all it leads to is them coming after us. And I hope y'all peep what they said at the very end about the black males who put into Social Security and may never receive something back. I really can understand that, because right now I'm fighting for disability, and been putting into it my whole life, and they make it such a hard fight to receive. And that's all you really need, is that some income, so you could get some more schooling or get, some more skills to be able to work. On that note, I just wanted to say shalom and barakatah and peace into the next video. I'll catch y'all next time.